What is a business valuation and why is it necessary? Hi everyone, I'm AJ Grossman, CEO and Managing Attorney with Leapfrog Divorce. My entire legal career has been dedicated to helping people with divorce and paternity cases. At Leapfrog Divorce, we do divorce better. Okay, let's go. Closely held businesses or businesses that are not publicly traded on the stock market, like family businesses, sole proprietorships, limited liability companies, and corporations, are usually marital assets that must be divided in a divorce. They can be any type of business, really, like a hair salon, dog groomer, credit card merchant services, lawn care, roofing, construction, accounting, etc. There are some typical issues when it comes to valuing a closely held business. Here are some. Who gets the business in a divorce? How does it get valued? Does the business value include any goodwill? So who gets the business? Our family courts don't want to force the spouses to run the business together, so they usually award it to the spouse that ran the business during the marriage. If the business is a professional business like a law firm or medical practice, the spouse who is the professional or the one who has the professional license will keep the business. There can be some complexities when there are other owners of the business outside of the marital couple. A judge is going to try to give the business to the spouse that will be less likely to result in any kind of company revolt or business damaging tactics. So how does it get valued? There are three methods for determining the value of a business. They are the asset approach, the market approach, and the income approach. The asset approach is similar to the book value of a business. Basically, you take the total value of the assets, tangible and intangible assets, and subtract the liabilities. Tangible assets are things like inventory, computers, company vehicles, equipment, and commercial space. And intangible assets include things like patents, copyrights, trademarks, and accounts receivable. The market approach calculates a value by comparing it to similar businesses that have actually been sold. This is very similar to how realtors will use comps to determine the market value of the home that they're going to list for sale. Using the market approach can present an issue when the business is unique and there are no similar businesses that have sold on the open market. The income approach uses historical information to predict the future cash flow and profits. This is probably the most popular because everything needed to value the business is typically readily available. This approach also works well if there are no comps or comparable business sales available. So what about goodwill? What is it and why does it matter? There are two types of goodwill, personal and enterprise. Personal goodwill is related to the skill, reputation, and continued participation of a spouse in the business. Personal goodwill is typical for professional businesses like law firms and medical practices. The value of a business rides on the reputation of the professional. This is not considered part of the value of a business and must be subtracted from the business's value. The simple reason is that if someone were to buy the business, the reputation of the professional, the personal goodwill, cannot be purchased and stays with the individual professional. Enterprise goodwill is that part of the business's value that exceeds its tangible assets. It does not matter who runs the business, the enterprise goodwill stays with the business. A person purchasing a business will also get the enterprise goodwill. This would be like your local car dealership with a great reputation. People will likely keep going to it to buy cars no matter who is running the dealership. That's all for now. I hope this information was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please feel to reach out to me, give me a call, or send me an email. Have a wonderful day.